So if this were me and I were trying to find products right off the bat, before I even sorted, and I would normally sort, I see this one, I see this one, I see this one, and I'm going to grab them all. Now, let me take another quick down. I would probably buy this, even though I would recommend that you not buy this. I'd probably buy this, even though I recommend that you not buy this. Same with these two, I'd buy them all, because they have at least of a profit margin of $10. Now, for the people that are just starting out, I recommend that you stay lower. So, the majority of products that you're going to buy are literally within 20 cents to about $5 max. Now, you can buy products like this if you have more investment capital. Online arbitrage or arbitrage in general is a ROI business, which means it's a return on your investment business. So if you have $5 to put in, well, you're going to buy $5 worth of products with coupon products and then maybe flip that and turn that into like 50 bucks. If you have $5,000 to invest, then obviously you can flip that $5,000, invest it in a bunch of products, and maybe make a return of like 20 grand, in 2 weeks, because Amazon pays you out in a 2-week period. But it all depends on where you're sitting at. So if you have more investment capital, you have more money to spend, and you're just looking to spend that money to scale it up and get a return on that investment, then by all means, buy products like this. But for the majority of people that start, I know you probably only have, a couple $100 to $1,000 to invest. I'd recommend going with some other products I'm going to show you here in a second, so stay tuned. We'll get into it in about a minute. The general overall business model, I have Amazon seller account, I have an Amazon Prime account that buys, and I have an Amazon seller account that obviously I use to flip it and sell. I also have Jungle Scout. I don't know if I'm signed in. What is this deal right here? There's nothing to display. That's not nice. Let's check out this one. So let's see if I'm signed into Jungle Scout. I have 2 computers with Jungle Scout on it, so I am signed in. Nice. All right. So what I would basically do is I'm going to go to this dog collar. Now, like I said, this is a $20 profit margin, so right off the bat, I know it's a good product. If you're looking to not spend this much money initially, and you only have maybe 50 bucks to spend, we're going to get into that in about a minute or two. So I'm going to open up this product on Amazon, and I'm going to check it and go through a bunch of parameters. It does sell at 40 bucks or 41 bucks, so I know that the margin's good because I can get it at 20.50, right? So good margin. It's a $20 margin. I'm spending $20 to make $20 roughly. I'm going to come down and I'm going to run the ASIN. That's the next thing, okay? And I'm going to see if I can sell it. Now, I can sell this. It's new use condition, so that is a perfect product. So what I would do normally, and I'm actually going to save this because I'm going to buy this as soon as I'm done here. I just don't want to do it on while I'm actually filming and recording, because then you're going to see my address, and I'm not, excited about sharing my address online. But what I would do is I'd simply buy this. I'd buy it for 20 bucks, and I'd flip it back on Amazon maybe 5 to 10 days later. So I'd buy this. That right there is a $20 profit margin. Let's move on. I'm going to move this over so I know, because I'm literally going to buy these afterwards. This is another one. So I buy it for $7.49. I could resell it potentially for $24.95. Let's check it out. If it loads. My internet has been so weird this past week. This coupon has run out today. That's not nice. Well, that's not cool. All right, let's check this one. You can resell it for $17.79. You can buy it for $8.89. Now, typically, I would buy this because it runs right around that $10 profit margin. So I would normally buy this. But for lack of just showing you good products and going through the exact parameters that I use, people always, they get a little serious and they're like, you said to do this exactly. And then they go through and it's like I say $10 profit margin roughly, and the margin's like $9.89, and they don't buy it. It's like, use your judgment. You can get away with a $9.89 profit margin. It's not that big of a deal. But for the lack of just kind of showing the cherry pickers that aren't going to, actually do this, and they just want to kind of get the value out of this, I'm going to run through and exactly show you what I recommend. So that's not a $10 profit margin, so we won't buy it. This looks like I've already, I might have claimed this already, unless there's no more vouchers for that. So let's move on. Now, typically what I recommend for the majority of newbies and people getting into it that don't have that much investment capital is to sort either discount high to low, which is going to be great, or price low to high. Now, if we go price low to high, you'll see some great ones here. Now this is an $8 or roughly $9 profit margin. That doesn't hit that $10 profit margin, total that I recommend. That being said, if you can sell it and it's a good product and you run through all the parameters, which you can sell it, it's, roughly, if you don't have Jungle Scout, stay below 100,000 bestseller rank. That's the typical rule of thumb for me. It matters category to category. That's why I recommend getting the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, so you can be 100% sure of the numbers in each category, how much the monthly sales are, how much the daily sales are, because the general idea is not just to flip a product, it's to flip it fast. I want to make money. I'm sure you want to make money, but I want to make that money fast and as fast as possible. That's why I go through all these parameters and these rules. So I would buy these, but for the lack of staying within the parameters and the general rules of thumb, we're not going to buy them. Let's look for a couple more. And I'm obviously going through this slowly. I would literally hop on this and bang this out in like 10 minutes. I do it every single morning. But because I wanted to demonstrate this for you guys, I'm going to go through it slowly and kind of, show you examples of this, because I know a lot of people say that I go fast, and I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. So I don't want to keep scrolling and wasting your time, but basically what I would do is normally I would just scroll through and I'm kind of scanning the deals. I'm just looking for good deals. And you'll get really good at this the more you do it, but for lack of not wanting to waste your time, let's just scroll back up and go to discount high to low. Then you're getting the biggest discount, it's legit. But this looks like a good example because you can sell it on Amazon for $63.56 and you can buy it here on the coupon site for $6.36. I know that this is a bad product typically in my experience because there's just a lot of drop shippers that sell clothing, and I just know that from experience. But if you were to look at this product, you would see the same thing. I'm gonna waste your time because just to show you a good example. So it says that you're saving $52.7 or $57.20, but that's not actually the case because look, it doesn't have a review. That's another one of my parameters. It doesn't have a review, so I would never buy this because it doesn't show that the person's invested in the listing. Now it is below 100,000, so it says that it's selling, well enough to buy, but it doesn't have a review. I would just caution you to stay away from this. This is a little sketchy, but sometimes supplements and sometimes makeup are good products to buy, so I would check this one out. It looks like you can resell it for $45. You can buy it for $5.40. One of the best margins I think I ever saw was on makeup. It was like on a makeup product, and it was like almost $80 to $90. It was crazy. That's obviously very rare, but it can happen. So this is a little bit above 132,000, which is a little sketchy. And obviously, general rule of thumb is to stay at below 100,000. Now, if this were me and not the people that I recommend in the course, I would probably buy this because it does have one review. It says that it's selling about 30 a month, so I know that I can sell roughly one a day. Now, that might drop off a little bit, so maybe it might take me a week to sell this, but the margin is good enough to entice me to buy it. Let me check to see if I can sell it. That's the next and most crucial step. It doesn't matter the margin if you can't sell, it's all irrelevant because the whole idea here is to flip it and flip it fast. So you'll see here I need to request approval. I can't sell it, which means the margin is irrelevant because I cannot sell it, right? Let's find another one. This LCD writing tablet, electronic, whatever. And this might be a good one. Let's find a couple more. Let's just pull a bunch of them up. And I don't know what this is. Well, let's try a bunch. So this looks like the margin's above $10. Let's go check it out. No reviews, and it's free shipping. Another thing to stay away from, always buy Prime. Always buy Prime. Always make sure there's at least one review. Always make sure it's under 100,000 bestseller rank, and always make sure that it's a $10 profit margin at least. Now, these last two, the bestseller rank of 100,000 and the profit margin, are, that's a gray area. You can be a little bit lenient with that. The other two are musts. Make sure that that has a review and make sure that you can sell it, obviously. Now, for those of you that want to buy some of these products and flip them on a site like eBay or Mercari or Poshmark, they do that as well, and that's totally fine. You can make good money doing that too. But you can't necessarily be 100% sure that there's a margin or 100% sure that there's a market for it. That's why I recommend doing it on Amazon because they flip so fast on Amazon. You can check the market and you know that there's a margin. Same thing, not Prime. Bad product. And obviously, it's not going to give me a bunch of good products because I'm showing you right now, so why would it? Another bad example. You can tell I haven't set this video up. I'm literally just running through a couple. This might be another dropship product. Is this Prime? No. It's got 3 customer reviews. Is it Prime, though? It is not Prime, no. That looks dropship, too. I'm going to stay away from that. All right, let's go through fast. This one, this one, this one. That one, this one. Now, Honora Skincare is a great one. Look at that margin right there. But I have sold it in the past. I know that it's a great product. That's exactly one of the examples of a great margin that you can find on these sites. Look at that margin. I think I bought 3 or 4 of those at that time. And, I mean, what is that margin right there? Roughly $93.50. So $93.50 per item. I bought 4 of them. That's almost $400 in a single flip for, I think, what is that? A little bit over $60, maybe like $64. Spending $64, a week later getting almost $400 back. That is the power of online arbitrage with these coupon sites. Now imagine if you didn't just have one coupon site too. If you didn't just have Vipon. If you didn't just have Snagshot. If you didn't just have, Deal. What's the other one? not deal, drawing a blank here. Slick deals, couldn't think of it. Slick deals, there's so many of them now. I literally just put like 10 new ones in the course, so there's so freaking many. But slick deals and then giveaway service. Imagine if you had like 20 of these sites that were, 15 of them are probably better than Vipon, and the other ones are just as good. Imagine the money you could make if you spent, even 2 hours a day sourcing and packaging boxes up. And we're not talking about a lot of work here, guys. It's super, super easy. All you're doing is you're spending about an hour every morning going on the coupon sites, every one of them, buying maybe 10 to 20 deals that are all of 10 to 20, that are all like 10 to 20 profit margin too. You're getting a margin of a profit of about $100 to $200 a day. Obviously, some people are scaled down if they don't have as much money to invest. Some people are scaled up if they do have more. But that's a general, gist of it, how people make 5 to 10 grand a month doing online arbitrage. Once they come to your house, you repackage them up, you send them back into Amazon FBA, who does all the work for you, and you literally sit there and just watch your seller account balance go up and up and up. All right, we're going to go back to just default rank. Let's see if I can find a couple good ones. So this would be a good one, this would be a good one, and that's not a good one. That's a good one. Look at that supplement right there. Now, like I said, use your judgment. If you have more money to spend, that's probably something you want to do. That's another good one. That's another good one. That's another good one. All over $10. It always depends on what you're willing to spend and to get your money back. On a lot of the other coupon sites, you can spend, like I said, 20 cents to $5, and you're going to get products with like a $10 to $15 profit margin. So if you're spending 20 cents and you're getting $10 profit margin, you can't beat that because there's barely any risk, and you can do that over and over and over again. But for me, when you have a little bit more capital and you're not too worried about spending to get money back, it doesn't really matter if you're spending 20 cents or $10 because you're going to get that money back as an investment eventually in your Amazon seller account. So this looks like a good one, although it doesn't have any reviews. I might look the other way with that, depending on the rank. So let's make sure if I can sell it, and I'll check the numbers really fast. That's a little bit more sketchy. Because it's only selling 15 a month, I usually recommend at least one a day for the people that are using Jungle Scout, so at least 30 monthly sales. I could buy this and sit on this, but it probably won't sell for like a week or two, realistically. So I'm going to avoid that. Let's check another one. Oh, that's the same one. Check this one. I might even, what is this? Blood sugar supplement? Damn. If that was protein powder, I would have just kept it. So no reviews. It is Prime, so I can make that margin. That's a little sketchy too. And you have to realize that a lot of these people are private label sellers trying to rank a product, and the margin's terrible. So I'm going to stay away from this one. But so you'll realize that a lot of them don't have, only have one or two or sometimes no reviews. And the reason for that is because they're trying to rank a new product. But depending on the site and the time that you get on, you can obviously find a shitload of products that do meet all those parameters. Let's try this one. It's a double or single, doesn't really matter. Let's check this one. 421, that's also a bad example. I'm going to find one, I'm determined. I should do this in the morning so I can show you guys good ones. This is totally dropship. That's right off the, maybe not. Might have lied to you. Yep, okay, so this is a good example. New, I can sell it, obviously. It's 18,000 bestseller rank, so obviously that's good enough rating. It's Prime, it has 27 reviews. Obviously somebody's invested in this listing. It looks legit, so I'd buy this for $14.99, and I'd resell it back on Amazon for a $15 profit margin of about $30. Now, you do have to drop it down slightly below that so you get the buy box when it's fully received, because for lack of a better word, there's a lot of factors that go into the buy box, but the number one is price, the second one is availability, and so on and so forth.